I was reading Rolling Stone, and there's a headline I can't stop thinking about. It says, Harry Styles gets weird and delightful ways. And I thought that's exactly what's missing from sales teams. No more dashboards, not another enablement platform, not a 47 slide deck for the QBR. Just being a little weird and delightful ways. So let me tell you what I mean. After 15 years of building sales teams at Apple, Seagate, PayPal, and startups, I'm convinced this is the unlock that people don't talk about. And it's the problem with being serious. So here's what I see in almost every sales org that I walk into. Everything is super serious. Kickoff serious. The enablement modules are very serious. The role plays are super serious. The Monday forecast call is so serious you can feel the cortisol through your laptop screen. And then leadership wonders why reps aren't engaging with training. Why the messaging is inconsistent, why the top 20% close everything and the other 80% are basically running from a different company. Here's the truth. Humans don't learn when they're bored, and they don't remember things when they're anxious, and they don't sell well when they're being monitored by a compliance robot. The best sales team I've built have one thing in common. They were all a little weird in delightful ways. So let me tell you what I'm talking about. When I built the Systems Selling Academy at Seagate, we had global reps all across the globe, every culture, every time zone, different levels of product maturity. And here's what I refused to do, to build another boring LMS where the reps clicked at twice the speed with their cameras off just to get done. No, the Academy had rituals, it had inside jokes, it had recurring characters. We gave reps permission to ask stupid questions, to do role plays that they were awkward, but they were also funny. And what happened? We got 80% compliance. That's just crazy. And an 8% lift in close one. That's real revenue. And that was globally. And it was on a dashboard that leadership could see. And not because we were serious, because we were weird in delightful ways. And so here are 3 ways to get delightfully weird in this quarter. Weird move number 1. Replace your Monday forecast call with a Monday what's weird call. Not weird in a problematic way, but like something happened that the rep didn't expect. What did a prospect say this week that surprised them? Because here's what happens. Your best rep says, the buyer went quiet after the demo, and that's not usually what happens. A newer rep says, they asked me about a competitor I never heard of. That's gold. It shows up 6 weeks before it's going to show up in your forecast. This is great information. You just have to follow it. Weird move number 2. Weird move number 2. Give your sales reps a character, not a persona document, but a real character with a point of view. When reps know who they are on the call, their messaging gets consistent without sounding scripted. The same robotic sameness goes away. Buyers feel it instantly. Here's weird move number 3. Celebrate the losses. Every sales org celebrates win one, but they need to celebrate losses too. The best loss of the week, the loss that revealed a gap in the product, in the qualification, a gap in the pitch. When losing safely becomes part of the culture, the reps stop hiding deals, and that changes everything. Here's the deeper thing I've learned after 2 decades of this work, and it ties into my doctoral research on difference and belonging. Sales is the one of the only jobs on earth where you're asked to be fully human all day with strangers while also hitting a number. That's emotionally expensive. And most enablement programs make it worse by adding more process, more tools, more scripts. Getting weird and delightful ways does the opposite. It gives room to the reps to be themselves, to notice what's actually happening in the room and performing well instead of how they think they should be performing. This is where faster RAM comes from. That's what consistent execution looks like. So here's my question to you. Where in the sales motion are you being so serious that the reps have stopped being themselves? If you are a CRO, a VP of sales, or a founder trying to get your team to execute the way you know they can, I built something for you. It takes a few minutes to complete. It's called the Revenue Execution Scorecard. You answer a short set of questions, and what you get back is a clear read on where your execution is tight and where it's leaking. No sales calls, no download gate, just a scorecard. The link is below in the video. And in the meantime, permission granted to go get a little weird with your sales team.